I come from a small family. My grandmother, who was a piano teacher, my mother was a nurse. It was a good family, you know. I was 6 years old. It was my birthday, September 1st. And my mother took me and a couple of my friends to Coney Island. And when we came back, we looked up the block and my house was on fire, which consumed the whole building. A little kid at my age we didn't know where the next place we was gonna live at. I was attracted to the streets because I probably didn't want to deal with what was going on. That started about 10 years old. I wasn't going to school, wasn't a bad kid. I considered myself a lost soul wandering around in the streets. I'm like functionally illiterate. My spelling was messed up, my reading. So I felt like, you know, ashamed, and my self-esteem was real low. I didn't really want to be bothered with anybody. So I became like, you know, a wanderer. The streets became my home. I came to Grand Central because in Grand Central, you could sit down and they wouldn't wake you up if you went to sleep downstairs. Vanderbilt Hall was like a homeless safe haven. From the 70s through the 80s, it was like a nation of us down there. Some people slept on the tracks. I slept on the side of one of them, you know, for like good 6, 7 years in there. We called Grand Central the mansion, you know, because everything was available right there for us. Hello world, my name is Garland, and we are in Grand Central Station, known as my mansion. What's up? Long time no see, dude.
What's up?
This was one of my good friends. He never shunned me away. This is where I usually spent a lot of my time. Come on. How you been? Okay, all right.
Are you making a movie?
Nah, they want to know that me and you been here for years.
Too many years.
Yeah, too many years. This is Mindy's. They have the best corned beef sandwich in the world. We had regular people, normal people, working people that took us to heart. These people used to sit down and say, Garland, you know, open up the window a little bit so I could see into their lives, which made me open up a little piece of my window and let people into my life. It helped with my self-esteem, and it made me want to pick myself up. Well, one thing about BRC, every day they roaming around in here asking us who are homeless, excuse me, do you need any assistance? Would you like some help? They gave me a way to get out. They opened up the door for me, and I stepped in. Like that, yeah. BRC is putting me back on my way, connecting me back to life. Today, my life is structured when it was unstructured. You know, I go to an outpatient program on a daily basis. I have people today in my life that want me to do better. They, you know, they reach out to me today, you know, whereas before I felt like I was alone, you know, ain't nobody care about me, but it was really my own thinking. See, I'm not looking for a handout. I'm looking for a hand up. Pull me up. Many of us die out here in these cold streets because we don't want to come in from the cold, like Bob Marley said. And that's frightening. That's real frightening. And I was one of them people. Every homeless person has a story. Take time out to find out. You see somebody laying down in the street, just don't look at them like they're a piece of garbage. I want to change and transform into that butterfly from the caterpillar that I've been for so long in my life. BRC is like a stepping stone that's helping me to change.